breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Breaking. Comey just busted red-handed. No lawyer can save him. Former FBI Director Comey could be busted red-handed, and I'm not sure a lawyer can help him. There could be specific text message shared between two FBI employees that were supposed to lead the investigation into Hillary Clinton and her private server, but a few other things are going on that could change everything. Some of this swirls around the statements made by James Comey which were provided during a testimony. Peter Strzok was responsible for interviewing Hillary Clinton and some of her associates while her email server situation was being investigated. Strzok was also having a romantic fun time with FBI lawyer Lisa Page, which merely throws a wrench into everything as usual. The text messages between Strzok and Page have come under fire, and it could throw a massive amount of legal implications that will be like the second coming of Watergate. Democrats continue pushing a Russian narrative to throw distractionary shade at the people looking into Hillary Clinton. Add James Comey to the mix, and when this all goes down, it's going to be a major political shakeup that could lead to people being put in prison. Breitbart provided more on the exchange. Last weekend, Senate Homeland Security Committee Chairman Ron Johnson sent a letter to FBI Director Christopher Wray documenting some of the text messages exchanged between Page and Strzok. The exchange took place on May 4, 2016. Which Johnson wrote was after then-Director Comey began drafting his July 5 statement clearing Secretary Clinton. The date was one day after Cruz dropped out of the presidential race. Strzok clearly discusses pressure to conclude the Clinton email probe, linking the timing to the ascension of Trump as the Republican candidate most capable of securing the GOP nomination at the time. The messages contrast with Comey's May 3, 2017 testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee on FBI oversight in which the then FBI director defended the Clinton email investigation. Comey was asked by Senator Chuck Grassley whether there was any artificial deadline to finish the email probe, especially before the Democratic National Convention. He was also questioned about the code name for the investigation, mid-year exam, which seems to imply a timeline. Grassley wrongly referred to the code name for the probe as Operation Midyear, but Comey used the correct term mid-year exam. Here is a transcript of that section of Comey's testimony. Grassley, was the Clinton investigation named Operation Midyear because it needed to be finished before the Democratic National Convention? If so, why the artificial deadline? If not, why was that the name? Comey, certainly not because it had to be finished by a particular date. There's an art and a science to how we come up with code names for cases. They assure me it's done randomly. Sometimes I see ones that make me smile and so I'm not sure. But I can assure you that it was called Mid-Year Exam, was the name of the case. I can assure you the name was not selected for any nefarious purpose or because of any timing on the investigation. At an infamous news conference on July 5, 2016, Comey seemingly violated FBI tradition by bypassing the Justice Department and stating that no charges are appropriate in Clinton's case after criticizing her use of a private email server as extremely careless. It is not traditionally the role of the FBI as an investigative agency to announce whether charges are appropriate. Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, James Comey, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page. Missing text messages. Romantic affair. FBI phone glitch. Memo. What part of this will point to the correct accusation that leads to someone being arrested, tried, and charged with a crime? Will a transparent investigation dig up evidence that will put an end to this political soap opera so that President Trump can continue his work without distractions? Is this a smoke show that's conducted by leftists as they giggle upon a Russian fairy tale instead of allowing Trump to get his job done? What happens next? Will President Trump read the beloved memo during the State of the Union address? Ever since Hash released the memo trended on Twitter, there's been an insane amount of interest in understanding the information contained in the multi-page memo. If the memo is released, then the floodgates will be open, and people will lawyer up faster than you can imagine. Break down. Take down. You're busted. Here's your new theme song for when the memo comes out.